Shadows in aisle 5. The rain poured relentlessly, casting a gloomy pall over the small town of Brookfield. Inside Brookfield Market, the atmosphere was tense. The usual hum of daily business was absent, replaced by hushed whispers and worried glances. The town had been rocked by a shocking murder. It was a quiet Tuesday evening when the body of Martin Jacobs, the store manager, was found in the back office, slumped over his desk. His head had been bashed in with a blunt object, and the office was in disarray. The police had cordoned off the area, and Detective Laura Bennett, known for her keen instincts and sharp mind, was called to the scene. "Who found the body?" Detective Bennett asked, surveying the crime scene with a critical eye. "It was Sarah Turner, one of the cashiers," Officer Daniels replied. "She came in to ask about her schedule and found him like this." Detective Bennett nodded and approached Sarah, who was sitting on a bench outside the store, visibly shaken. "Sarah, can you tell me what happened?" Sarah, her voice trembling, recounted how she had found Martin and immediately called for help. She mentioned that the store had been unusually quiet that evening, with only a few customers lingering before closing time. "Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strange customers or unusual behavior?" Bennett asked. Sarah shook her head. "No, everything seemed normal. But there was one customer who stood out. He was a bit fidgety, kept looking over his shoulder." Bennett made a note of the description and then turned her attention to the store's security footage. Hours of footage revealed nothing out of the ordinary until Bennett spotted the nervous customer Sarah had mentioned. He was lingering near the back office, but his face was obscured by a baseball cap. Bennett's next step was to interview the staff. She spoke to each employee, piecing together fragments of information. One thing stood out: a rumor about a heated argument between Martin and Tom Willis, the store's janitor, a few days prior. The argument was over missing inventory, and Tom had been furious. Bennett found Tom in the janitor's closet, scrubbing the floor with a vengeance. "Tom, I need to ask you a few questions." Tom looked up, his eyes dark with anger and something else, fear. "I didn't do it, Detective. Yes, we argued, but I didn't kill him." "Where were you last night around closing time?" Bennett asked, watching him closely. Tom hesitated. "I was here, cleaning up, but I didn't see or hear anything. I swear." Bennett knew he was hiding something, but didn't press further. Instead, she shifted her focus back to the security footage, scrutinizing every detail. Suddenly, she noticed a subtle detail she had missed before: a reflection in the glass of the office door. It showed a shadowy figure entering the office just moments before Martin's murder. But it wasn't Tom. It was Sarah. "Sarah, why did you do it?" Bennett asked, her voice steady, but filled with a quiet intensity. Sarah's facade crumbled. Tears streamed down her face as she confessed. "Martin was blackmailing me. He found out about some things in my past, things that could ruin me. I didn't mean to kill him, but he wouldn't stop. And I lost control." The case seemed closed, but something still nagged at Bennett. Late that night, she returned to the grocery store, drawn by an instinct she couldn't ignore. As she examined the office once more, she found a hidden drawer in Martin's desk. Inside was a journal detailing his blackmail schemes, but also something else. Martin had been tracking a series of thefts and had gathered evidence that pointed to the true mastermind. Tom. Bennett realized that Sarah had been manipulated, driven to the edge by Martin's threats, but the true architect of the chaos was Tom. He had orchestrated the thefts, framed Sarah, and even manipulated her into killing Martin. The next morning, Bennett arrested Tom, who confessed under pressure. The twist of manipulation and deceit revealed the dark underbelly of what seemed like a simple murder. In the end, justice was served, and Brookfield Market could begin to heal from the shocking events that had unfolded within its walls.